If you really want your Facebook group to grow, there are a lot of different ways to do that, but essentially you gotta be paying attention to your audience, the community, what they're saying, what they need, and their desires, what's going on in their head. But you also wanna be paying attention to your Facebook group insights. And today I'm gonna show you what to be paying attention to inside of your insights to help you better serve the community, know what's making them tick, know who's paying attention, who's interacting. So I'm gonna turn my screen around and show you what to be paying attention to inside of your Facebook group insights. But first, if you don't know who I am, what's up? My name is Jen Johnson. I'm your high performance Christian business coach. And on this channel, we talk all about faith and business, how to put God at the center of your work, and creating content and digital products that turn your purpose into profit. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that so you and I can be masterminding here every single week. And if you've missed any part of this Facebook group series, be sure to go binge all of the videos. I show you how to grow it, how to monetize it, how to create the content, all the things that comes along with being an admin of your own Facebook group community. So with that being said, let's flip the script and talk about the Facebook group insights. Alrighty, so here we are inside of my Facebook group community, Your Creator's Corner. If you are not in this group yet and you are all about building your business with God at the center, learning how to create content and digital products, then this group is going to be for you. So feel free to head over to yourcreatorscorner.com and you can check that out. So with that being said, let's dive into right here where it says Group Insights. We're going to click on that and just take you through the very simple back office of your group's analytics. Now, basically inside of this back office, we can go step by step here. So this is going to tell you how many members you have total and whether the group is growing or it's decreasing or it's just staying at the same pace. So it has had 9% growth in the last 28 days. And basically down below, if we click on that, it's going to give you, the growth spurt or the chart of what your group is doing. Is it inclining? Is it going up and down? What's happening with it? And you can really look at whether you want to look at the last 28 days, the last 60 days, the last 7 days. So you can really see how rapidly is your group growing. As you can see here, I had a really big spike, and I'll show you why this is because I did a challenge in my group right around this time. I started promoting that challenge. So one of the greatest ways to really start bringing people into your group is by doing challenges or having some sort of special training that you're doing, some sort of event or a giveaway or something that's happening that would make people want to join. So at this point, creating content for the community is what keeps the community going. But to be continually growing your community, you want to be doing special events. And that's where you're going to see this growth taking place in your community as well. So you'll see some spikes like this as I'm showing you my insights because I did just get off of doing a challenge inside of this group. So you can take a look at the different, how far back you want to go. If you want to look at the last 7 days, again, you'll see that jump here. And now it's just kind of going, back to where it was. It's going back down to its, little pace. So what we want to do is really think about what's the next thing we could do to create more momentum in the community so it's not staying at that decline or at that stagnant space. So this is a great thing to look at for you to know, okay, it's time to pick it back up again, or it's time to do another event, or it's time to do something to, raise the energy level inside of the community. So that's one great thing to look at. And then also you can see, I approved some new people. I declined. Look, here's the deal. I decline because it gets to be a fit for both of us. It gets to be, this isn't a group where you're going to come in and spam your stuff and throw in whatever you want. This gets to be a group of people who are coachable, who are ambitious, who are all on the same page, have the same, mission and message and belief system. And, even if we're on different paths or in different niches, this is a group for Christian entrepreneurs. And so this is, if you're not answering the questions or being coachable from the get-go, then the approval is not going to happen. One of the first things I say to get into my group is you've got to answer the questions. If you don't answer the questions, then are you really going to engage in my group if you can't even answer the questions? Like, I want you to be in here and be an active contributor to the community. And I get that not everybody will, but if out of the gate you're not contributing, or you're not, being coachable by answering questions, then that's telling me a little bit about, okay, this person's not really going to be trying to be an active active member of the community. So it's all good. Like, you just get to be very selective about who you're bringing into your community, because you want to create, a specific vibe, or you want to create a specific energy inside of that group. Doesn't mean that, those people aren't cool or amazing or awesome. You just want it to be the right fit and serve the people you can serve best. And so that's why I don't ever want you to feel guilty or bad about, declining people in your community, because your group is a specific type of group, and you want to be bringing the people in that make the most sense for the group. And you can see that I have some pending requests here, so you'll be able to see that inside of your insights as well. Now, we go over to more engagement details. Now, here you can look at the last 7 days, again, the last 28, the last 60 days, and you can see like how many posts have been taking place, and the percentages of those posts. I don't know why it says 49 posts. We didn't do 49 posts in one day, so this might be like an end of the month thing. I'm not sure what that is, but ultimately you're looking at like how many posts took place in a day. So we average, 2 to 4 posts, per day kind of thing. And you can see how active that is. That's in the post section. Now you can look at the comments, and you can see, what is the comment level looking like. This was, again, around the challenge time. Everybody was very interactive and contributing and commenting and engaging in the live videos I was doing for the challenge. So that's where you're going to see that spike. Again, if you want to create engagement, create virtual events in your groups. It works for sure. And then now it's kind of back down to its standard level. And again, challengers are something that I'm going to probably be doing every 6 weeks, or I'll do every couple of months. So those spikes are going to be normal. Your group's not always going to be like at a crazy all-time high of engagement, but you do get to find ways to get it to be more engaging. So with that being said, just take a look at these analytics here of, how many comments are happening and things like that. And you'll see here in a second how you can look at your biggest contributors to that as well. Here, you're going to see reactions. So, in this space, this is really where, comments or likes, all the likes and the actual hearts and all of that kind of stuff is taking place. So you would be able to see what that looks like here as well. And if you wanted to know, okay, on April 27th, there was 7 reactions. Well, what did I do? What kind of post was I doing at that time? You can go back and look and do that research. You can also download those details here as well if you wanted to actually have a downloaded copy of everything you're seeing here. Now, active members, this is members who have viewed, posted, commented, or reacted to your group content. So what's really interesting is that I have a group of 1.1 thousand members, but my active members are like half. It's 578 active members. It's really important that you know this, because these are the real numbers. Okay, when we think, oh my gosh, I have 1.1 thousand members in my group, but I feel like not everybody's engaging. True, not everybody. Most people won't engage. Most people are not engaging. That doesn't mean that they're not engaging from the level they want to engage at. That doesn't mean that they're not paying attention. Some people just won't be the contributors, and you get to be okay with that. There's going to be a slew of people who are engaged, who are all up in it, who are commenting on all the things, who are engaging on all the things. And then there's going to be people who love to be a part of the community, love to be around the group, but they're not going to be the ones that are getting very vocal. You get to empower your group to do those kinds of things. But the reality is you're going to see the real number of who is active in your community inside of your insights under the active members section. So you can take a look at what days were more interactive than others, and you can go back through your posts and kind of see, gosh, what were the most interactive posts, which is something that you can take a look at in your insights as well. So the one thing that I absolutely love about insights is knowing your popular days and times to post. So whenever you're going to make a post, you can take a look at, what are the most common days. Sundays, I don't really post typically on Sundays because it's my lowest day. This may look different for you, and that's okay. So you just want to be aware of what are your high times to be posting. And it not only tells you on the day, but it also tells you the time of day right over here. So you could pop in any day. Today is Wednesday. So today around 11:30, between 11 and 12 was the best time to actually be engaging, and this is based off of the past engagement. And this is based off of like the data that Facebook has collected because of the engagement and interaction that's been going on in your group. So what's cool is you can actually schedule posts in your group. So if you know that you're going to be really busy this week, or you're going, out of town when we can normally go out of town, then you would actually be able to look here and say, okay, I want to get all my posts scheduled. And you could look at Monday and say, okay, this is a good time to post. Tuesday, it seems pretty across the board for me on when a good time to post is. So you can take a look and start schedule according to the popular times to post. And if you're not sure what these things mean, there are little question marks here. So average times per hour that members post, comment, or react. That's what this is really being based off of. So definitely take a look at that. The other thing I absolutely love are the top posts. You want to take a look at the top posts that people are engaging on. 61 comments, 31 comments, 73 comments, 27, 23. Like, I could go back into these and really take a look at what is it that people are engaging on. What do they want to see more of? And so this is all for the month of April. And if I wanted to really check it out, I could click on the post itself and it would take me directly to that post. And it was a live that I did. So there was a lot of engagement on that live. So you could also pay attention to, what day you went live, what time you went live. Obviously, this was a good time. I got a lot of engagement on the post itself. And so you can actually start paying attention to that data. Now, the other thing that you can do is go to your admin. If you have other admins or moderators, I don't have those right now. I'm just been managing my group by myself. It's been great. And I'd love to have some people come in who are really active in the community and they could be moderators. It is a commitment on other people's part. So you want to make sure the people you're bringing in are going to be committed and are going to consistently, be showing up in the group and supporting and things like that. So at any time when you're ready to add that to your group, you can, and then you would be able to see more analytics here on who's approving what and that kind of a thing. And then the other really cool thing is you can check out more member details. I love looking at who my top contributors are. This is a great thing to post inside of your community, is giving shout out and recognition to the people who are showing up. So you could do fun giveaways for them, or you could host a special training for them, or you could just shout them out in the community and let them know how much you appreciate them and give them some recognition. People love recognition, and they should be recognized because they are leading by example. They are showing up, they are being active, they're stepping up as leaders, and you want to be showing your appreciation for that. So make sure you're checking out in your insights who those people are. You can even send them one-on-one thank you messages, or like a special training or something that you have that maybe you don't give away to everybody, but you just have as a special gift that you give to people to show your gratitude for them showing up. You can get really creative with this, but it's always good to at least once a month be recognizing your top contributors. So I would put that on your calendar as well. The other thing is you can see the demographics of who is in your group. Are they men? Are they women? What's the percentage of that? What countries or cities are they in? So you can really see here, most of mine come from the US. I'm in the US. I get some from Canada, some from my South Africa area is really growing right now because I met a whole group of people that are in South Africa. And so there's a lot of people coming in from there. And so it's really cool that you get to, take a look at who's where. And you can also, create conversation around that as well. Like, hey, if you're in South Africa, tell us whereabouts and what do you love about living there? You can like really target different people in your group to have conversation around where they are at in the world, which is cool too. And then These are the learning posts completed. So this is really more if you're using the unit section of your group to create trainings or lessons and things like that. I used to use this pretty frequently for my Faith Friday videos that I do, but I'm doing them so consistently now that they're just there for people to be able to go back and check out, and they're not something I'm continuing to add to the unit section, but I do have a slew of them in there for people to check out, and they can check out. I used to do these Q&A coffee sessions on Saturdays, so I have those replays in there. So you can always take a look at the activity that's going on with those things as well, like, you know, who's engaging, who's completing it, who's watching it, and that kind of stuff if they're going through the unit section. I personally don't focus much on the unit section in this particular group, so therefore there's not much to really go off of here, but it is a way for you to be able to target who is actually going through the trainings that you're putting in that section. So this was really short and sweet today, but I do think it's extremely important that you pay attention to the numbers that are going on in your community. You want to treat people like people because they definitely are humans with hearts and feelings and all the things, but you also want to look at your numbers because numbers don't lie and they tell you what's working and what's not working. So it's very important that you be connected and communicating with the people in your community and hear from them what is really going on in their mind, how you can further support them. But you can also take a look at those insights and those numbers to really think, gosh, how can I become more effective? How can I really level up so that I can see a new spike or a new surge come into my group, or more engagement or more sales, or whatever that looks like for you. So pay attention to those analytics or those insights. It's not my favorite thing to do, if I'm being honest. It's kind of more of the boring, detailed side of the business, but it's really important that we do that because it's going to give us a sense of direction and what we should be doing next. So if you'd like to see more on Facebook groups, definitely check out the entire series that we have completed as of today, all around Facebook groups. I show you how to set it up, how to, what to post in your group, how to grow your group. There's so much information on Facebook groups. If that's something that you're looking to dive into, I highly recommend you do it. And I also have a 5-step quick start guide to social selling. If you want to learn how to create content, not for the sake of creating it, but content that's going to actually lead to more customers, clients, and sales, you can definitely download that quick start guide below. And that is going to give you my 5-step system that will support you in creating very intentional content that will turn your message into a profitable one. So until next time, God bless, keep the faith, impact the world, and I will see you soon.